This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for getting up with us on this Sunday morning. I'm Tim Gordon.
And I'm Christelle Kumwe. Thanks for waking up bright and early with us. This morning on Sunrise, job opportunities at the Portland VA. We get a look at what they're doing to attract new hires amid a healthcare staffing shortage.
Plus, a tough loss for the Portland Timbers. We have highlights from the MLS Cup final that ended with a penalty shootout. But first, let's check in with Keely Chalmers for a quick look at the forecast. Good morning, Keely.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, it's going to be another day much like yesterday, except for a little less windy. Lots of rain, periods of rain, chance for some thunderstorm activity, snow up not only in the Cascades, we're talking snow in the foothills as well as the coast range, several inches of snow up in the coast range. So pretty active Sunday, not so relaxing when it comes to Mother Nature. Let's take you out right now. This is our Wells Fargo sky cam where, we've got some showers. We actually had a break in the showers about an hour ago, but the rain is falling once again. We're sitting at 43 degrees. Not going to warm much above this, may get a couple degrees warmer before we cool back down. So here is how your day is shaping up. And this again is in the metro area. We're looking at showers periodically off and on throughout the day. Again, we're getting some very cold air moving in. That's going to create some instability and bring us the chance for some thunderstorm activity, possibly some lightning, thunder, as well as some small hail. And that goes really for the coast all the way into the valley. But again, also the snow. That's the big story. More snow up in the mountains. Mount Hood Meadows opens today. So good news for skiers and snowboarders. We'll talk more about that coming up in your full forecast. Guys,
okay, Keely, thanks a lot. Well, topping your news at 6, we're working to learn more about an attempted traffic stop turned police shooting in the Lentz neighborhood. Portland police say just before 8 last night, officer tried to pull over a man at Southeast Schiller Street and 92nd Avenue. The driver, sped away. Police used what's called a pit maneuver, which caused the car to crash near Southeast Holgate and 88. At some point, officers fired shots hitting the suspect. We don't know if the suspect returned fire, but officers did believe he was armed. Police then began negotiating with the man, trying to convince him to surrender.
The crisis negotiation team talked to him for a couple of hours, and finally at about 10 o'clock, he surrendered.
Now, that man is expected to survive, and police say there's no further danger to the public. They did shut down this area of Southeast Holgate for a few hours last night, but it's back open this morning.
Turning to weather now, we'll start here in the Portland metro area where wind and rain knocked out power for thousands. Here's Art Edwards.
Saturday's heavy wind and rain soaked the Portland metro area, slowing traffic and knocking out stoplights.
The lights kind of went off and on, and then another big boom, and they were out.
Indeed, PGE says the lights went out for more than 3,000 customers total. The storm toppling tree after tree. This one fell on a power line in Beaverton at Southwest 92nd and Allen.
It all made sense when I walked down here and saw all those trees.
Power crews raced to get the lights back on.
They got a bulldozer over there ready,
And they weren't the only ones on cleanup duty. In Southeast Portland, this tree completely blocked a road, and people in the Lentz neighborhood sent us this photo. Wind flipped their backyard trampoline. No reports of injuries Saturday, but plenty of damage and manpower spent on cleaning things up.
And in Washington, a backcountry skier is dead following an avalanche at Crystal Mountain Resort. Now, that resort's located southeast of Seattle near Mount Rainier. It was open yesterday for beginner and intermediate lifts, and only the lower mountain had lifts running. Resort officials say the group of 6 backcountry skiers were all wearing beacons and were able to self-rescue or get each other out, except for that one person in the group who wasn't breathing. A mix of high winds and the storm rolling in. The Northwest Avalanche Center forecast at the level for considerable danger. Well, Crystal Mountain officials say the area was closed due to this weekend storm, and they haven't done avalanche mitigation yet. They're focusing on their staff now and the pain these situations bring them.
They've been, performing mountain rescue their whole careers. It still hurts every time that it happens. And so, this does take a damper, or put a damper on the kickoff tour season in a big way.
And the booms of avalanche work could be heard throughout the afternoon there. A reminder that despite the situation, that they still had work to do. And meanwhile, the National Weather Service is warning anyone on the Washington and Oregon coasts to be cautious around so-called sneaker waves. They say the surf zone will be more dangerous than usual until tomorrow afternoon. High energy swells may result in a powerful surf that can knock people off their feet or off rocks and quickly pull them out into the ocean.
Oregon lawmakers weigh in on tenant protections and what to do about the surging need for rental assistance. Testimony got underway remotely in Salem yesterday. The state paused its rental assistance program about 2 weeks ago because all the money had been spent. Currently, the legislature is considering giving those waiting for rent assistance a longer safe harbor period. Right now, they're protected from eviction for 60 days. Some lawmakers want to extend that. They're also considering allocating $225 million toward rent assistance. That includes $10 million into a landlord guarantee fund to pay landlords if their tenant doesn't get assistance.
We are still at high risk of facing eviction as we do not have the thousands of dollars that is needed to prevent eviction unless OERP does what they say they will do. We are well past our 60-day protection as we applied in June, and it is still dragging on.
According to testimony from the Oregon Law Center, more than 2,200 non-payment court evictions have been filed statewide since the eviction moratorium ended in June.
Well, we have been telling you about the immense stress plaguing healthcare workers these days, but we should also note there are opportunities, and that was the case at the Portland VA Medical Center yesterday. Up on Markham Hill, the Portland VA Medical Center serves veterans, but it is no different than other healthcare systems these days. COVID care has added a lot of stress and burnout.
It is true, it has been a struggle for all the healthcare systems, to include ours.
But Associate Director Brent Ferris says this is an excellent place to work.
We got a great mission, and we believe wholeheartedly in what we do. So even though it's been tough, I'm kind of biased. We have probably the best healthcare staff that you could ever come across.
And Saturday, a job fair, because the VA Medical Center is hiring 15 licensed practical nurses and 20 medical support assistant positions.
As they come in, we're taking their applications, reviewing their resumes to make sure they qualify for positions.
And if they do, things move fast, taking care of several steps that usually take several days.
We're actually doing the interviews here and moving them forward with our background security team, so getting their fingerprints and their background started.
Definitely good benefits for like the future and stuff.
19-year-old Michaela Van Orso came to apply to become a medical support assistant. It's an entry-level job in healthcare at a place that prides itself in training and advancing dedicated employees.
It's great. Like the lady was really helpful. It was really cool, yeah.
You don't have to be a veteran to apply to be an MSA, although Greg Ridgway is and knows the VA medical system.
They've taken very good care of me over the years, and I'm a veteran, so working with the VA would be kind of a good thing to give back.
The VA says these job fairs are successful. They hire an average of 80% of those who show up ready to apply. If Michaela gets a job here, she will join her mother, Regina, who has worked here for 5 years.
Working at the VA is the best thing to work in here. They have, you can help the veterans.
Happening today, you might notice slower traffic heading over the Broadway bridge. Starting at 9 this morning, county workers will be inspecting the streetcar tracks on the drawbridge. Because of that, the 2 center traffic lanes will be closed. Outside lanes as well as sidewalks will however remain open, and work is expected to wrap up by 1 this afternoon. Now here's something fun to keep on your radar. It's Miller Family Free Day at the Portland Art Museum. It celebrates its 129th birthday today, and there's a lot to see. There's the Queen Nefertari exhibit and another one called Private Lives, which showcases artwork from the 19th century Paris. We did check online, and all the tickets for today are reserved, but the event happens quarterly, and you can check out future dates on their website at portlandartmuseum.org.
Okay, well, an Oregon nonprofit was out yesterday supporting foster families in the metro area. It's called With Love.
And the event had a holiday theme with stocking stuffers and toys ready for everyone who stopped by. With Love focuses on supporting foster families with kids 6 and under who can't yet go to school. More than 700 people signed up to attend, and thanks to community support, volunteers were able to give out rain boots, coats, custom-made Nike stockings, and 1,800 donuts and coffee cards.
Well, what's so great is With Love is 8 years old, and so we have relationships with people, and so we've been able to watch them as their kids have grown up, they've gotten other kids, and so when they pull up and to see them and reconnect with them, the tears that are flowing down just to say, we see you, we're here, we are a support system for you, and they're just so thankful.
Allie added there's a growing need for foster families. To learn more about With Love or donate to their cause, visit their website, withloveoregon.org. You can also find them on Facebook.
That's wonderful. Well, coming up, a puffy bag of chicken. Has it gone bad, or is it just bad packaging? Our Verify team digs into this viral claim after the break.